Okay, this is my eBay auction lot for this week. Last week went pretty well. I sold the 10 games I posted for starting bid at 99 cents. I'll do the same this week with another 10 games. And then I think I have 9 games for next week. And then I have some Atari games I'll probably sell as lots. Anyways, so the next couple of weeks I'll still have some more things to sell. Anyways, so I'm going to quickly go through this week's games. Like before, I'm going to show you the front of the case and the back. This week I have a few that don't come in sleeves. Obviously this has a sleeve, but the ones I show you that are not in a sleeve or I don't take out in a sleeve initially won't actually sell with one. But anyways, the first game here is Mega Man 3. I'll show you in action. This is another one of those Christmas gifts I got back as a kid. And off the bat, get that white screen. I had tried out a lot of these games before, and that was, I think, the first time I had that on there. Sometimes you get the white screen. Whenever I show you that, I'll show you your best 2 out of 3. Let's do that one more time. And, of course, Mega Man, I don't need to tell you about this. I'll just show you it. Starting here, pick Snake Man first. Anyways, this was a Christmas gift I got as a kid. I think it was actually my brother's game. But played a ton of this. My favorite Mega Man was Mega Man 2, and I remember it was hard to get at the time. So I got Mega Man 3 instead, because it had just come out. Anyways, Mega Man 3. This one is in really great shape. I'd say there's nothing really to speak of in terms of any kind of label damage at all. The next game is Super C. In fact, this is the one game today where I will make a mention. I don't know how well this shows up on camera, but the plastic on this is a little bit faded on the front. There's a bit of discoloration on it. Otherwise, the label's in perfect condition, and the game itself works. But Super C, this is another one. This is my brother got this one for Christmas as well. I actually did have Contra, but I think I traded that for Ninja Gaiden back in the day. Something like that. I want to say, actually, I think I have a copy of Narc. I actually think that that's what I traded it for. And of course, that's why I never got Contra back. It was one of those deals where I lent it to a friend and they never returned it. It wasn't easy to just go to people's houses back then. But yeah, you can see this game works great. This is a great game. Aside from the case being a little bit discolored, works fine. Okay, and this is the last one that won't actually ship with a sleeve, and it's Super Mario Bros. 3. Don't need much explanation there. This was also another Christmas gift. I remember getting this the year it came out. And this one works flawlessly. There's not much to say about this either. This is an amazing game. Played through this completely. I sometimes mention if I completed the games. I completed all these games that you've seen so far at some point when I was a kid. I haven't I haven't played them really since then. At least let me get past the first guy here. Not a big fan of this. You know, as a kid, this is the dog bone controller. Not a fan of this at all. I have some of the square pads. I really like them better. This it has the buttons off center here, but it has kind of a strange feel that I'm not really a big fan of. I'm pretty sure some people tell you they like the dog bone controller better, but I'm not one of those people. Okay, and this one also needs no explanation. I got this with my original Nintendo, which is not this Nintendo. But alright, best 2 or 3 on this one. I actually had really good luck with this game too. And like I said, this was the game that everybody got a Nintendo for. And it was pretty revolutionary at the time. I know I had an Atari 2600 and a Commodore 64, and it didn't have any games like this. A lot of great games though, but this was like a a scrolling adventure that had all these levels and hidden secrets, and It was pretty extraordinary at the time. I'm pretty sure most kids put more time into this probably than any other game. Maybe Zelda being the other original Nintendo game people put a lot of time into. That maybe Metroid. Although I never owned Metroid. Anyways, so that's this is my original copy, and this one will be in a sleeve. I did finish Super Mario Brothers. Jackal. I finished this game as well. This game is great. This one's in great shape too. Basically, you're a Jeep. Came out similar time as the has Contra, and is the 1 or 2 players. And what's great about it is it has a menu there. You can see all the levels as you go through. But this actually has 2 players simultaneous, so you both have a Jeep and you drive around. And if I recall, one button was a regular gun that always shoots forward, and the other was a grenade. And later on, you get a rocket. But you save people, and there's a helicopter. This game is a ton of fun. I put a lot of time into this game as well. In fact, I think I like this better than even Contra back in the day. And you can really take your time on this game too. Here, let me show you this really quick. And you can run over people with a car. Oh, it's amazing. So yeah, you go to the houses and and that was the thing. So you go to the houses and you rescue people and they get in your van and then you bring them to a helicopter. I'd forgotten how much I like this game. Even to this day, it really holds up well. You power up your main gun here. Anyways, all right, I could go on about that game. Great game. I don't know when I got it. Maybe it was a Christmas present. Most of these were. I never had money enough to afford these games, and they never went on sale. The next game in the lot, A Boy and His Blob. Again, perfect shape. This was by David Crane, the same dude who made Pitfall. And this was a very unique game at the time. Basically, you're a kid and you walk around and a blob follows you. I don't think I have any jelly beans. Oh, yeah, you do. Okay, yeah. Let's see if yeah. So you have these different jelly beans and you feed them to him and he changes stuff. I don't know what licorice does. I think I missed. You gotta get him in his mouth. There we go. So he's happy. So he changes into things. So he changes the ladder. Depending on the jelly bean you give him. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. So you got a bunch of different ones. See? And each jelly bean does something different. I don't remember how he changes. Oh, okay, you whistle. I think you hit the B button, and then he transforms back. Cool game. So, you have him change into things to get by certain portions of the levels. You can see the similarities between this and Pitfall, right? I didn't even realize this as a kid until later on. That was the same person. But, let's see. Yeah, so with the A button, you throw a jelly bean, and here's a root beer. Let's see what he turns into if you give him a root beer jelly bean. Oh, rocket. Huh. I don't know if you light that or something. I don't know, whatever. Anyways, good game. That guy was a pretty talented game maker back in the day, David Crane. Anyways, the next game, this was a Christmas present for sure. I remember this game. Base Wars, this is in perfect shape. I got this at the time because I really enjoyed Tecmo Super Bowl, where you could have a whole season and you could save it. This actually has a battery as well, and but it's robots. It's robot baseball, and you have different robot types, and you can upgrade them and stuff. Let me see. Pennant mode. Oh, wait, actually, wait. Here, let me reset that really quick. Because this has a battery in it, I think. Well, I know the battery still works. I did try it out about a month ago. I guess I can't start it. Let's see. Okay, I don't know. Pick a team or something. I don't know. I guess these are all teams you play. You can rename the league. Alright, everything's fine. Okay. I guess you can change around. I don't remember what you do. Really. Play ball. But yeah, so you can... I don't know whether I'm actually controlling a team. Yeah, so you have like motorcycle dudes, and then you have guys that... I don't know if I'm expected to be doing both here. I don't know. Anyways, this was a pretty good game. I don't remember what you have to do to make the darn thing work. Let's see. I'll do open play instead. Team edit. Okay, maybe you make your own. I don't know. All right, let's do. How do we change? Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna do team. I'm just gonna save something here. Team B, and then we'll just change. Jet it, whatever. So you can see there the two different names. And then let's power this off and eject it. I know this isn't a great test because it's more about long-term battery life. I don't even remember really how to play this game, but as you can see, I do go to team edit. And we got team 9, and yeah, I'm pretty sure I tested all the batteries, and they did seem to work. Some of them still have my save games. This one doesn't have one on it, but anyways, there you go. So Base Wars. Like I said, I'm pretty sure the battery's fine on that. If not, let me know. And I actually do have replacement batteries, and I could replace a battery on it for you. Anyways, Solar Jetman. I don't remember too much about this game, but from the looks of it, it's in very good shape here. So that's good. Yeah, it says Trade West. They must have published it, but this is actually a rare game. If you get the rare replay on Xbox One, this is one of the games that's in it. It's kind of quirky. You got a ship you fly around and you grab stuff. At the time, I guess it was pretty unique. See, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Jumping in ships and stuff. Okay, so the B is your thrust and the A shoots. Yeah, so somebody's shooting at us there. Yikes, and I'm smashing stuff. Okay, yeah, so you gotta, oh, there we go. Grab stuff and, oop, oh boy. Alright, so when you grab something, it weighs you down a bit, so you gotta, I honestly don't know where the hell I'm bringing this thing. Yikes. Not very good, of course. See if it wasn't already difficult to control as is. Alright. I already destroyed my ship. Look at that. Oops. I guess you can't collect stuff, boy. Alright, some fantastic gameplay there. Anyways, looks like that'll take some practice to get good at. But works perfectly. I don't really remember playing that much as a kid. This game is amazing. Super Spike V-Ball. It's one of those 4-player games. This is in great shape too, the label and everything. And I had a 4 score at the time, and I played this with 4 friends. But even a 2-player game is great because you can do a league, these tournament things. So you can do singles and doubles. But we used to do the double tournament stuff all the time. Oh, wait, hold on. I don't know if I can go back here. Let's see. Wait. Yeah, let me reset that again. My friend and I were really good at this game, and I remember, I think you had all the exercise, American Circuit, World Cup. They are all, it's another way of saying difficulty, easy, medium, hard, basically. And we'd play 2-player and go through the World Cup, and it was just an amazing game. I'll pick exercise right now, but yeah, you can see how it's 4-player game. Somebody serves, and then you can block the net, and I think you could, yeah. I don't even. All right, so it looks like I think A is to serve and then also hit. Okay. Yeah, you can jump and yeah. And if I recall correctly, when you jump, you can hit the punch button a whole lot to power up your shot. Let's see if I can do that. So that's the other thing. If you have a turbo controller, which I think the 4 score did. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, see that? You can actually power up your shot. Anyways, great game. You can play 4-player. I don't know. Nothing but good things to say about that game. I mean, it's volleyball, but it was really good. Okay, so last game here, Twin Cobra. Again, the label's in really fantastic shape. This one I got for Christmas too. I think for some reason I remember my grandmother giving me this game. She used to get me games that were pretty unique because she wouldn't really know what she was buying, and you get games like this that you didn't even know existed. But this is one of those I guess you could compare it to like 1942 is probably the best comparison. It's a shoot 'em up game, side scroller. Yeah, 1942 is probably the best way to say to compare this to. But I think it's better than 1942. You could get weapon power-ups, and this was a great game actually. I recall. I love these kind of games. And you get these power-ups here. You actually try to avoid getting hit. Yeah, and your gun gets better. And it leaves... this is one of those games, too. Actually, you know what? This reminds me a lot of Raiden. When you destroy the ground vehicles, it leaves... watch this. When you destroy the tanks, see, it leaves little holes in the ground where the tanks were. Anyways, another great game. I forget what this did. Oh, I guess it changes the type of bullets you have. There you go. And depending on the color. Oh man, I love those kind of games. I don't... Wait, hold on. If you hold down the button... No, you gotta keep hitting the button. Yeah, the A button does those bombs like that. Yeah, so if you have a turbo controller, that's another great game for a turbo controller. But anyway, so that's this week's lot. I will post them all on Tuesday. Is that how I did it? Yeah, 5 days. So tomorrow they'll all go up 10 p.m. Eastern time or 7 p.m. Pacific time. And it'll be up for 5 days and will end between, well, basically 10 p.m. Eastern time on Sunday. So there you go. That's it. Thanks for watching.